Alright, and try to find the best possible way to get back from the creek, which has risen since I've been standing back here in the last 10 minutes. Give me a good idea. Back to my house. Starting to get pretty, kind of deep. I mean, it's only a few inches back here in the yard, but it's enough to, if I wasn't wearing these fantastic waterproof boots that I've had for 11 years, then I probably would have some issues, but otherwise they're keeping me quite dry. You can see my storage barn, which is up off the ground by a few inches, separated by blocks, is now pretty much right at the entrance of it. Everything inside is up off the ground. I went in there yesterday, got it all up the ground, off the ground, about I'd say probably over a foot at least. So if it gets that bad where it's over a foot, then we've got some issues. But so far so good for everything inside. And you can see the very bottom of it is, there's the doors, so we might be getting a little bit inside. Just a little. Here is my neighbor's. This is a ditch actually that runs in between my property and my neighbor's property. And you can't see all the way down, but there is some up front, and you can see these are the two trees that she cut down and conveniently placed in the ditch. And it looks like 3 trees, but I think it's separated some. Some of that is washed down, but what's happened is it's blocking this natural flow from the ditch and from the street. And what's happened is now it's just all overflowing into the backyards and flooding the backyards here. And this normally probably wouldn't happen if that drainage ditch wasn't filled up with a bunch of brush and whatnot. So you can see now I've got to get across here, so I might as well just make it on right here, across, and it is almost to the top of my boot there. It's a pretty good current though. Just that little current right there coming across is actually pretty solid. You can see coming down, and then we have further down, this is the other storage shed that I have for the riding mower and whatnot, and it's relatively safe on a little bit higher ground. Another access point where the water's just overflowing right here, as you can see. We've got, I'll walk up the side here to the drainage ditch to give you guys an idea of exactly what we're looking at. That is also part of the drainage ditch. And my neighbor's backyard is slowly but surely getting covered, as well as ours. As you can see, this is a very long backyard. It's 0.7 acres roughly, and it's pretty good size for Davidson County these days, I would think. And starting to slowly but surely get covered up. Yesterday it was covered up quite a bit, and then it receded, and as the rains left, it really receded. So now this drainage ditch has completely and totally, it's busted now, and it's flowing all down to the side. My worry is that our air conditioning system, which is located right here, may have an issue if this continues. I'll have to come out here and check it in a little while and figure out a way to possibly, I don't know, sandbag or something. Not that I have sandbags to use, but you can see the drainage ditch is definitely full now, coming off the street and actually across the street. And I'm going to take some pictures here.